I just got done mowing my lawn. Wait, let me correct that. I just got done watching my boys mow my lawn. You see, a couple weeks ago after I mowed the lawn, I turned to my boys and I said, that is the very last time I'm going to mow this lawn. They're like, well, who's going to do it, Dad? And I said, well, you guys are. And so I prepared them as to what was going to come. I prepared them for the contribution that they're going to start doing. And so today, it was the day I said, hey, today's the day you get to use the lawnmower and the weed whacker and the blower. And they were actually really excited about it. So we set up everything, we went through all the equipment, we talked about safety. They wore sunglasses and pants for the weed whacker. We went through all the safety. There wasn't a safety issue. And I pretty much just gave it to him. I gave him the weed whacker and I stood behind him for a little bit to show him the angle to do it with, and I let him have it. And he did, he experienced it, and he did a phenomenal job. And after they were done doing the weed whacker thing and edging around the perimeter of the backyard, it was time to go to the lawnmower. And so we went through the safety of the lawnmower, and I gave it to them. I wanted them to experience it and to feel it. My expectations of what the job was going to look like at the very end were zero. I had zero expectations because I knew they were in training because this was a new higher level contribution that they were going to start doing. And so we started the lawnmower. Actually, they started the lawnmower and I just let them have it, and they were excited. At first they were moving around. They're like, Dad, why is this so hard? And I let them do it for a little bit, and then I told them, hey, well, if you just pull that lever up underneath, it actually pulls itself. And they're like, oh, this is a lot easier as they're going around the lawn. And so they're zigzagging. They're all going all over the place, but they're doing an actual pretty good job. And at the end, when it was over, we turned the machine off and we just looked around. We're like, hey, this looks pretty good. I said, you guys tell me, what are your thoughts? How do you think this looks? And they're like, well, we missed a few spots. And I said, you're right, we did, didn't we? And I said, I wonder how this could be done to make sure that you don't miss the spots in the middle of the yard again. And when my son said, Dad, we can mow in lines. And I was like, yeah, that's a great idea. And so we turned the lawnmower back on and he went up and down in lines in the backyard. And after he was done, we're like, this looks pretty good. And then I went around and I said, I noticed you guys were very careful around the sidewalks. I noticed you did this. And I started noticing different things that they had done. And they were feeling pretty good about themselves. And then we all went in and Mom came out. She said, this looks amazing. And my boys were on cloud 9 at the job that they had done. And next week when they mow it again, now I'll be out there to watch them just for safety purposes for another time or two. But then after that, they're on their own and they're able to handle it themselves. But as I think about it, how different would it have been had I come out in the very beginning and said, okay, you need to make sure you mow this way, you need to make sure you mow this line, and I had these expectations that it had to be perfect right off the bat. What would that have done for their self-esteem? Would they felt like they'd accomplished it, or would they have felt like they weren't measuring up? If you want some additional information about the parenting seminars that I offer, please go to my website. Keep up the contributions. Let your kids feel a sense of accomplishment and let your kids experience a win that you have created by giving them the opportunity to do contributions. And to think, had I had the mindset of, I need to do the lawn, my kids never would have had that opportunity of having a win, of having an accomplishment today. Good luck to you, and get your kids to do contributions. Their self-concept needs it. They need to feel a part of a family. They need to contribute to a family. Good luck to you.